everybody, and welcome to our first video blog. First thing we're going to talk about today and you're going to learn about is, as an Inspiration Fitness client, is the functional warm-up. This is the first thing that all our clients learn about and is probably one of the most important things that you'll learn about exercise and about working out. The reason being behind this warm-up is it brings the body up into another level of range of motion, of flexibility, of strength, and everything else. All the pillars that you need to create a stronger, fitter body. So I'm going to take you through, I'm going to give you a sneak peek at our warm-up that we do every time we work out. And so follow along. I'm going to give you an example of some of the different exercises that we do. So here we go. First exercise is a forward and backwards jog, working on different ranges of movement within the body. So here we go. Great, so as you saw, forwards and backwards, working on agility of the body, the ability of the body to go in a forwards direction as well as a backwards direction. We're so used to going forwards and walking forwards all the time, but we don't actually work the muscles in the back of our legs, so that helps develop those. Alright, so the second thing we're doing here is a side shuffle. Staying nice in an athletic position, grounded through the feet, bent at the knees and waist, eyes looking forward, chest up, and shuffling to the side, and coming back the other direction. So being able to move in all different directions. So that was a side shuffle. Next we have the grapevine. It's kind of like a dance for those of you who like to dance and have fun. So that's what this warm-up and training is all about with Inspiration Fitness too, is about having fun and learning and feeling like you're young again, feeling like you can play and pretty much do anything. And that's what quality of life is about. So here we go, the grapevine. So we go one forward, one behind. Just like dancing. Then the other leg leads, one forward, one behind. Twisting at the waist, keep the shoulders square. So we're allowing our waist to turn. Working on the mobility of the spine and the lower back and the hips. Very important. As you can see, I'm getting out of breath a little bit. So it's warming my body up in a functional way, in a real life, it translates to real life way. Increasing my flexibility and range of motion in my joints. Alright, so next we have some forwards and backwards lunges. Lunges are a key aspect to movement because they involve not only lunging and using the lower legs but also balance. So it takes time and patience to really lunge properly and to be balanced. It helps if we focus our eyes on a point ahead of us. Alright, take your time. So we're going to lunge forward with one leg. Okay, coming back here, same thing. We want to make sure that more of the weight is in the front of the heel and the knee. It's stacked over the heel, over the ankle. I'm centered in my body. Shoulders are centered over my hips. Eyes are looking forward. Okay, and again, this takes practice, this takes patience, but so does everything else, and it pays off. Alright, next thing we're going to do is a backwards lunge to stretch the hips, taking a step back. And it's kind of like a warrior pose in yoga, so I'm really opening my hips. Okay, so I'm bending back, stepping back, bending through my front knees, straightening my back leg, lifting up, stretching my hip flexors all the way up into the waist. And I'm going to keep alternating. So as you see, I'm stretching and warming up through movement. Next is an IT band stretch. Your IT band is a band of fascia from your hips to your knees. It's not very stretchy, but it tends to get very tight in people such as runners or anyone who works out on a regular basis. So bending forward, keeping the back straight, lifting through the chest, good posture. And I'm crossing one leg over the other, stretching along the sides of the legs here, as well as the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Very important muscles here. Used in every aspect of exercise and cardiovascular. Okay, so we keep going through those. Part 2, so I'm just giving you a sneak peek, a little taste of what we do here. So then in part 2, we're going to use some resistance bands to open our shoulder girdles. Our shoulder girdles and our necks and our backs, upper backs tend to get very tight and restricted. So this exercise, this series is helping to open the chest, open the shoulders, and loosen through the neck. So we're going to grab a resistance band, and I'm going to go over the head, all the way back, from the back, all the way to the front. Over and backs. Good, opening the chest and shoulders, getting a full range of motion, all the way back, all the way over. Next we're going to do figure 8s, bringing the arm over the head, and the other hand back over. Okay? And then we go the opposite direction. Same thing, leading with the other arm. Opening the chest, opening the shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades down the back. All the things we want to do to turn on all the right muscles in the back. Next we're going to do some pullbacks, pulling the band back, using the posterior deltoid muscles in the upper back to strengthen those muscles because they get very weak. A lot of us walk around with postures like this. You know, everything we do is in the front of the body, typing, computers, writing, driving, everything we do and it makes our chest and shoulder area tight. We want to open and increase that area, increase the flexibility of that area, and strengthen the muscles in the back of the body. Someone once told me this very important quote, and it always stuck with me, is the most important muscles in our body are the ones that we actually can't see in the mirror. So when we look in the mirror, we look at everything in front of us, when in reality, the most important muscles, the muscles that give us a lot of trouble later on in life and get weak and inflexible, are all the muscles in the back of the body, the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, the middle back. So we need to work on developing and strengthening these muscles to help iron out some of these imbalances in the body. Okay, next we're going to come down to the mat. So I'll pull out my mat. Working on our floor routine. Again, this isn't everything that we do, just giving you a little quick sneak peek. First thing we do are some push-ups, either modified on the knees or up on the toes, coming down to the floor. And at Inspiration Fitness, we're going to teach you how to do proper push-ups and do everything properly. So this is helping to develop fundamental strength of the body, and that's where everything builds upon. All right? So we do push-ups, we do a little yoga flow, we get some yoga into our warm-up. We start with a downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Go into a child's pose. Once again, 5 breaths. And then we roll into a nice cobra, staying here for 5 breaths. So just stretching, really breathing, really getting those deep breaths in. Next, we do something really cool for the lower back. We're going to bring our arms out to the side, doing a scorpion pose. We're going to lift one leg, bend the knee, and twist over, opening the hips, opening our lower backs. It's a great stretch, and it's a moving stretch, like we said. We're moving through our stretches, moving through our warm-up, getting our body ready to do any form of exercise that it could possibly do any plane and range of movement. Okay, breathing. All right, next we're going to do some bridges, coming onto the back, strengthening our glutes, our hamstrings, our lower back, very important muscles like we said. So lying down on the floor, feet hip distance apart, shoulders down on the mat, pressing through the heels, balancing up on the shoulders, using my hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Again, breathing, coming at a nice, smooth pace through the bridges. All right? So once again, this is the first thing we do. For a lot of people, this is actually like a workout. So it is called a warm-up, but eventually it will be your warm-up because your body will be performing at that next level. So you'll be that much more fit, that much more flexible, and that much more ready to do everything else and anything else you could possibly do in an exercise workout. And last thing we do is we use a fun tool that we like to use here at Inspiration Fitness, a kettlebell. So we do some different things. We do some different things with the kettlebell here. Just to show you a little sneak, we do some seatbelt swings to once again open the waist. And we're going to teach you how to use this tool more effectively. I'm just kind of showing you the exercises here right now. Okay, after we do seatbelt swings, We do actual kettlebell swings, which we will teach you, where we swing using the entire body, legs, core, back, shoulders, chest. Everything is getting worked here. All right? And finally, we do something a little fancy called kettlebell clean and press. So we clean it up to the shoulders and we press it up. Coming back down, cleaning up to the shoulder, pressing up, or coming all the way up to the top. Good, and we'll teach you proper technique. We'll teach you how to safely execute all of these exercises. And of course, we're going to have a lot of fun in our training sessions. So once again, thank you very much. I'm Carla. This is Inspiration Fitness. And as always, live life inspired. And if you want to learn more of all this stuff and more and get in shape and get fit, you got to come and see the team here at Inspiration Fitness. All right, we'll see you soon.